Hey guys, so I wanted to start the stream, and today I've been procrastinating for so long. I think I'm finally gonna start doing some 3D animation in Blender on stream. I've been putting on. I love Blender. It might be my favorite software ever. Um, I love the 3D animation. I especially, actually, even more love 2D animation in Blender. But um, I always like kind of procrastinate it just because it's super time consuming. But I figured this would be a cool thing to show you guys, especially because my whole website Mogulplex is all about like 3D stuff. So this isn't Mogulplex. Mogulplex is obviously a web-based platform, but this is just kind of like I'm making the Mogulplex trailer, and I'm gonna make some cool 3D animation. So I figured I might as well show you guys. So, and I also there's also something I want to talk about while I do this. So I'm just gonna pick a good room to make the trailer off of. One thing that, and while I'm thinking about that, there has been one thing that's been on my mind recently that I've wanted to talk about on stream. Let's see. And one second, let me get started with this before I really get into that conversation. So let me find like a good room, just a good room to like. Honestly, like I gotta do the scene room. It's like the most classic room, but it can't really be his room. Like I have to delete. Lost. Honestly, yeah, I'm gonna have to delete some of Mike's stuff, which is like the room is still online, but I'm just using this as like literally for the trailer. So I don't know. Could we? I think I've made some better looking rooms since this, but it doesn't really matter that much. I've honestly made better looking rooms like in the actual Mogulplex editor. Let's go Mogulplex and see if we can find any better ones. Why not, right? So this is my website, Mogulplex. This is like my main project. If you guys don't know about this, I don't post about much of this channel. I have another Mogulplex channel, but it's kind of dead. So part of me wants to merge them, which I might do. But let me think. What's a good? I mean, like these rooms are all dope, obviously, but this one's so funny. Yeah, so it's like 3D web based, um, like rooms where you can have your own 3D website basically, and put your own links and furniture and everything. So I kind of like. I think this one might be good for the trailer. This is one I made for a musician I actually like a lot, Anthony One. It's kind of hard to see what's going on. I almost want it to be like the most like normal looking room. Ooh, this is might be a good one. I kind of like this one. There's no rug, but it doesn't even matter. Literally, let's just do this one because I swear, like we're not even you're not even gonna be able to see it much in the animation I have in mind. So let's just pick one. Let's just pick one. Oops, that menu just disappeared on me. Okay, where'd it go? It's really cool. What's going on in Blender, dude? Okay, okay. Let's just try to find a 2025 room. Let's see, 2025 room. It's never gonna come up in my files because it's called 2025. All right, I'm just gonna do this again. 2025 room, there it is. So here it is. What I'm gonna do for now, I'm gonna make a copy, save copy. I'm gonna call this trailer animation dot blend. This is where I'm gonna animate the trailer. And then I just gotta open it here. For now, we're hiding the ceiling so we can see what's going on. All right, so the main thing I really want to do is I want to have a cool like sweeping camera shot that like goes all the way around and kind of descends on the room. So that's what we're gonna work on. First, let's do this. Let's get the view a lot bigger. Just so I can see everything. Maybe that's not working. All right. Here we go. So this is I haven't done something like this in a while in Blender, so this might take me a second to figure out, but we're gonna start by adding a camera. First, I'm gonna put everything. This is all in the same collection. Let's put everything in here in the same collection. Just like all this, everything going in this collection, just to keep everything separate. Okay, so then we can have like the camera and stuff over here. Okay, let's add a camera. Basically, I'm gonna try to get this camera so that, whoops, did I not even add it? I'm gonna try to get like a cool like rotating shot around the room. Okay, where is it? Is it adding it to this collection? Okay, I don't know why I did that, but that's fine. Let's get out of that collection, add a camera. Here we go. All right, so while I'm doing this, let me check the audio levels first before I really get into this. I'm just gonna pull up the stream real quick. Make sure the audio sounds decent. Yes. Basically, I'm gonna try to get this camera so that sounds pretty good. Audio sounds good enough. Okay. So, we got the camera finally. Let's get to work. So Blender, there's a lot of cool like constraints you can put on the camera in Blender. That's like one of the cool things about it. So I'm definitely gonna want to rotate it so that's actually facing whatever. I wish I had a I'm just gonna make this bigger so I can see it. I wish I had the thing where it shows what buttons you're pressing, because I think that would be really helpful for people. Blender uses a lot of shortcuts, so it would be really nice. So one thing I kind of wanted to talk about is a lot of creative people are very concerned with AI taking over everything and basically destroying their livelihoods. And like more than anything, people seem really worried that AI is like gonna ruin the arts. Like, oh, like I hate music now because it's all AI generated and soulless. But I feel like that's not gonna happen, in my opinion. I think there's a lot of people who kind of misunderstand the current state of AI, and there's a lot of reasons why AI will never really be able to replace the creativity of a human mind. And I think like that might just sound like a cope, like me just being like, oh, humans are special, like, and I actually do think humans are special, but that's not why I say that. AI will never be able to replace, you know, the original creativity of an artist, of a human artist, because it just doesn't have like the spark, and it's really like an information problem more than like a creativity problem. Like whenever you're trying to make something, I don't know. Okay, how can I say this really? Like AI needs an input. Anytime you're trying to create something, there's like an input. Usually it's like your ideas are like the input, and then maybe you're like speaking them, or you're a painter, so you paint them. But then so it's like you start with the input idea, and then you need to put it through some sort of process to actually make it into like a real thing. And so like I said, like if you're a painter, you paint them and they become a real thing. And then as you become a better painter, you can better represent, you know, the ideas that you're really thinking of. So like AI is just a tool, just like painting and stuff. Like it's only as good as you are in an extent. Well, it can do like repetitive, like sort of general stuff, but when it comes to having a specific image of something, that's what the human brain is best at. Like if you imagine like you want to you want to paint like a picture of a dog or something, like if even if you had the most perfect AI model in the whole world, like and it always got it right and it was like it still won't be able to read your mind. I mean, that's a whole other topic. If it could read your mind, that'd be different, but like it could paint a perfect picture of a dog. Like it could totally listen to your instructions, totally paint a picture of a dog, and it would still and you'd be like, dude, this is a rat terrier. I was in my head, I had a golden retriever in mind. This is way off. Also, it's like in my head, it was in the nighttime. Like, oh, here we go. You see this? I just did that, so now the camera is constrained here. But this picture that the AI paint is in the daytime. Like, but there's no way that the AI could have been perfect, and there's no way it would have known that. It's like it's almost like unfair. Like in this, and so you could see where I'm going with this. Like, so then maybe you'd write like a longer prompt. You're like, oh, okay, so I'll tell the AI make a picture of a dog at night, and it's a golden retriever, and they're in a water park. And then, so it's like, okay, it's a perfect AI. So then it's like, all right, here's a picture of a golden retriever in a water park at night. And you're looking at it and you're like, I mean, yeah, it is, but like, I thought it would have, in my mind, I figured it would have like a blue collar or like, and like a green tag on its collar. And then, but obviously, there's no way the AI would ever know that. So eventually you can imagine, like, it's like you're writing a prompt longer and longer. And it gets to the point where it's like you're describing every little bit of the photo just to get to perfectly represent what you're thinking of. And it's like it's to the point where like, it's like you can imagine that the logical extreme of that being like where you're a computer saying the pixel value of every single color or the color value of every single pixel in the image. And then at that point, you know, you might as well just make the picture yourself if you're describing it that well. You know, like to get exactly what's in your head into the real world, you can use AI to help you, but it's never gonna replace like the clarity and vision that a person can have. Like a person has vision, you know, a person has like a directive. So that's why I think that, and this applies not just for images, this is for everything like coding, anything that you would make using AI. Like it's really great because it'll save you time on learning things you don't really care about or like things that like don't matter as much maybe or I mean, you know what I mean. Okay. So that's just something I've been thinking. I think all the artists out there, everyone's worried, but I think it's gonna be fine. Like, as long as you have your creative vision, there's literally no way that an AI can recreate what you're thinking, because it's literally like an input versus output data problem. It's like a computer science problem. Like, if it's gonna make something this complex, and you don't give it a complex enough input, at some point it's creating stuff along the way, and like and not doing exactly what you want it to do. And then if you're gonna be good enough to explain exactly what you want to do, at that point that's essentially the same as just doing it yourself. If you're typing the color value of every pixel into the prompt of your AI, that's the same as just doing it yourself. So that's what I think about AI, but that's just something I've had on my mind for a while. All right, I hope you forget how to do this. I'm gonna have to pull up like the Blender forums. I know you can. Let's see. I mean, this is a great example. Maybe I'll just ask AI. In Blender, how can I make it so the position of a camera is always locked on the track of a mesh circle that I've made? Like that's, I've tried to be pretty specific with AI. That's a pretty good example of what I was talking about. Like, if I just asked it, how do you make the camera go in a circle? Even if it was the perfect AI, it wouldn't be able to really answer that question effectively. I like literally know how to do this, but I just forgot. Let me think. Track two, follow track. I don't want to do motion tracking. Transform. Oh, here we go. Let me just. I don't know. I don't know, honestly. Constraint. Oh, I'm in the wrong menu. Oh, wait. Never mind. I thought there was. Never mind. Okay. Clamp to. So this is kind of a creative way to do this little camera trick. This is like a good way to do it if you don't, because it's like procedural. Let's clamp to the circle, right? Is it not letting me? It's kind of weird, isn't it? Looks like it's not letting me clamp it to the circle. Is it because it's already tracked too? Let's ask AI. Oh, follow path. That's the one I usually use. I think. One sounds way more familiar. Is this even, where is it? Follow path. Right here. Okay. Is this gonna work? That's so bizarre. Is this circle like not real or something? Or am I in editor mode? Okay. Let's figure this out. Huh. Is this not mesh? Okay. Maybe it has to be a Bezier curve to do that. Okay. So I think actually, like I just asked them. I said them, AI, but I'm not really sure. I think that this isn't really recognizing the circle as a mesh for some reason because it's not even coming up in the menu. So I'm like, Claude's taking his sweet time today. Okay, that might be good advice. Let's move this one up here. Oops. Okay. Is this actually gonna work though? Like what? Okay. Circle won't even come up with the freaking targets menu. I swear it's a mesh, but if you say so. I mean, usually when this little triangle's there, that means it's definitely a mesh. Alright. Is this gonna work? It's really weird. Oh, it has to be a curve object. Do I have to make it like a Bezier curve or like curves from evaluate curve data? Alright, is this gonna work? Dude, I'm getting, like, come on, bro. Give me a break. Okay. What? I feel like I'm lying to Claude right now. I'm definitely screwing something up. How on earth is this not showing up in that menu? Is it only like, I don't get this. Do I have to make a new circle? Is the circle just like bad? Maybe if I do a curve. Oops. Where'd it go? Also, I use trackpad on Blender a lot, which like might freak people out, but it's true. I honestly think it's fine. Well, I guess most of all I use the drawing pad, but I don't know. I don't mind the trackpad. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so this is a curve now. So is this gonna work because it's a curve? Is this gonna work because it's a curve now? Okay. See, that's so weird. Like, I thought I converted the other one to a curve. All right, now you can see this happens sometimes. Like, the camera's just gone. Like, it's just gone. I don't know where it went. Let's see if I can make my view distance bigger. I don't know why this is like, okay. Where's the camera? Like, sometimes when you put a constraint on the camera, it literally just books it. Oh, you see this blue line? That's where the camera is. So like, it's literally this, it's all the way down this, like, where is this thing? Like, this is crazy. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get a new camera. That's ridiculous. I'm not playing these games with a camera. We're gonna get a new camera. R90X. GUI. I need the thing that shows your keyboard because this is like the biggest thing about Blender. Alt R, reset camera position, R90X. Oh, I shouldn't have even moved it. See, now I'm gonna reset the position too. Oops, I just did something weird too. I'm gonna reset the position, Alt G. And then now I'm gonna do this stuff. I'm gonna do follow path, Bezier circle. And hopefully that didn't just catapult it across. Okay, see, like now, I think it does some weird multiplication from how far it is. Okay, so now, this looks pretty good. This is actually like, it looks like it's, sometimes it's like upside down, you have to mess with these, but this looks pretty good. Hopefully this actually works pretty well. Let's see. Now, add another constraint, track 2. So I basically want, like I said, I want this camera angle to like spin around and come descending down over this room. So we're gonna track it to the empty. I made it empty in the middle of this room. There's an empty right here at the origin. So I track into this empty. Now, you see this? That's it. That's the magic. Now if I move this, look, I can even view the camera. Look, we're gonna view the camera. Now it's spinning all the way around. This is gonna be a sick trailer. All right, I'm gonna send the link to my buddies real quick. So, but this is good. That's basically the I figured out the hardest part, basically doing the constraints. I should have made the title of the stream 3D animating. I wonder if I can. Can I edit the title of the stream right now? I want to make it select stream. Oh, can I like edit from here? I want to make it editing the Mogulplex trailer, but that's fine. So I'll post on the trailer. I'll post on the YouTube if this turns out well. So here we go. As you can see, this is like all wrong right now, but that's fine. I'm just gonna make this 0 for now. So now whenever we move this circle, the camera's gonna move along with it. So press 0 to go into camera mode. Move this thing up. Oh, I see though. You see the empty that I created is on the bottom of the floor, so it's making it track to that. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. This is an easy fix. I'm just gonna get the link and send it to my buddies. Okay. See, this is what it's hard for me to send messages when I'm on stream because I don't want to dox everyone on my computer. But maybe I can. Maybe I can share it some other way. Okay. But we're really cooking with this 3D animation right now, so that is good. I'm just gonna be on my phone real quick, so I'm gonna send the link of my phone. Let me copy the link and send it to them. Okay. So, as you can see, the empty is on the bottom of the floor, so the camera's tracked at the bottom of the floor. Looks weird. It's easy solution. Literally just move the empty to the middle. Look how like the constraints make it so it just works so nice. So Let's do this smart. Let's do this view. This is just like an orthographic view. Try to put it somewhere in the middle. Doesn't have to be exactly in the middle. Might even look better somewhere not in the middle. And then also, now we put the camera on. Oops. Put the camera on. Move this thing up. There we go. There we go. Okay. Okay, we got something here. So, now you can imagine, like, once you start animating this, things get really crazy. So, let's do this. Let's give myself, I'm gonna give myself like 250 frames. No, 256. I always do multiples of 8. Just trust me on this one. Do multiples of 8, and it makes your life a lot easier when you're animating. So, because then you can, if you're like syncing it to music, this means that the music, like this animation's at like 120 BPM or whatever right now. I think it's something like, or 90 BPM, I can't remember, but it's an easy one. And then you can just like speed up or slow down the animation to match any song. So that's why I always do it, round it to 8. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this curve to a key. Oh, I gotta be in dope sheet mode. Go to dope sheet. This is where you're gonna do your animation. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a keyframe for the location right here, because that's where I want it to be down looking at the room at the end of the video. And honestly, at the end of the video, I even probably want the scale to be like, ooh, because I want the camera to spin around and then like fly into the room. So for now, let's just get to this point. Let's just get to this point for now. We can do all that second step. The first 256 frames, we can just do the spinning animation. So now we go back to the first frame where we want this to start. And honestly, I want this thing to be way up there. Oh, it needs to be, honestly, I might have to make the circle like way bigger too. Cause like this needs to be like in the corner. Okay, so we're gonna try making the circle way bigger. And honestly, I'm probably even gonna move the camera to the side a little bit, like. See, this is where it gets crazy, because like you could literally do anything. And then you can imagine if I go back to this constraint, like if I play this, oh, okay, I forgot to put a keyframe in. Whoops. So move this circle all the way up here, move it bigger. Oops, where's it looking now? Is it just like too far away? I can't even see it. I think so. Let's turn this up. I don't really know, but whatever it is, I think I made the circle too big, so let's do this. Yo, what? Alright, that's really bizarre, but whatever. Like what? I don't know. I think it's the camera settings. Maybe I have to make the camera a little bit see farther. Like, yeah, there we go. I'm gonna need that because we're gonna be zooming in way far out. So go back to the Bezier circle. I like this. This is like a good distance to start the video from, I think, to start the descent. So now you insert the keyframe, location, insert scale. I don't think I ever inserted scale over here, so it's gonna be huge. So here we, oops. Okay, let's do this then. So like it's like now we got a keyframe on scale and the movement. So you can see it's like this. But now we're gonna do the rotations. So it's as easy as just going to this constraint, offset, here we go. Now we can do both at once. So let's insert this keyframe here, and then I want it to spin like 10 times. Not 10 times? Let's start with 10 times. So, and the great thing about, no, let's do 7 times. The great thing about Blender is, look, you can do this, type in 360 times 7, I don't know what that is, but Blender does. Okay, see, that's way too much. What is this? What is this thing? What is that? Do you see that? But that's way too many rotations. Is that has to be way more than 7 rotations, right? Is this just like the distance of the circle? Let's do 1,000. I thought it was in degrees. Okay, that's way too much. do like 200. Yo, what? Oh, that was so stupid. This one's still at like a million, isn't it? Or something's going on here. Oh, I see. I made an extra keyframe by accident. That's good. And like, I know what you're thinking right now. It's way too. It's way too like. It can't be spinning at the same speed like this. But trust me, we're gonna take care of that. Don't worry. To be honest, this needs to zoom in way faster. So you go back to Bezier circle. I'm gonna have to go to action editor, see everything. It's kind of weird how I can't see everything, but whatever. I'm trying to like, so here we go, here we go. Okay. Let's try this. Let's do it like this. So it's spinning from the start, but now it's like, that's pretty much what I'm looking for. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Let's do another timeline. Start at whatever this is, 172. This looks pretty decent. This is a decent start. See, like AI can't come up with this shot. This shot is pure human brain. I love AI. I'm not one of these people who like. I don't say I love it, but like, I'm not one of these people who's like, oh, like AI is ruining the world. Like, if it weren't for AI, I would have never started Mogulplex. Like, there's no like. Honestly, in some ways, AI gave me so much. Like, I'm super appreciative. But I understand why people are scared about it. This is an interesting thing because honestly, like, I'm gonna have to I don't want to track completely to this. I'm gonna have to like turn down the influence a little bit here. Like, okay, this might be actually easier than I thought. This might be a little easier than I thought. Let's try this. Influence all the way up. I just want it to look a little crazy flying in. What the hell? Why is it jumping like that? How is that even possible? Am I missing something? Huh? What, dude? Like, what is going on here? This is really... What's between 193 and 194? Can I see it here? Always something new in Blender to figure out. What is going on here? Is this like weird? Why would it do that? It's just like, I mean, it's because I did that, right? Like, it's because of this, I think. If it's not, then I'm gonna put it right back. How does that do that? Is it literally just like one day? There's just a certain value where it just like, all right, now I screwed this whole thing up. There's just like one particular value that just makes it do that. That makes no sense. It probably has something to do with it wrapping around the start of the circle or something. I don't know. That's kind of suck. I thought that was gonna be an easy effect, but guess not. I kind of want to have it like not track all the way. What if I just keep it at like, what if I just keep it at lower value? This is like breaking my brain right now. Why would this smooth transition down in influence make it do that? Okay, actually, well, obviously it's not smooth. Why would a lower influence value make it skip like that? It has to be something to do with. It has to be something to do with the way the curve works, like where it starts or something. So let's keep that at 1. We have to figure out a different way to do this, I think. And you can't rotate this. Interesting. What if I rotate this camera, or this circle 180 degrees? It's gonna follow it, okay. Alright, let's find where, I wanna make the door swing open. Let's make the door swing open, we can focus on that later. So first of all this stuff needs to be rotated. Rotate 90 degrees, Z. Looks kind of funky now for some reason, but that's fine. Let's try to get this close to the middle. Okay. We have to be smart about this. This might take some brain power. This might take some serious brain power. Honestly, like, I'm pretty good with Blender, but I learned completely on my own pretty much, and like I honestly like I didn't even like I don't know. It's just kind of funny because like I've learned over on my own over so many years at this point, like between the 2D animations and the just all my random side projects. A lot of them use Blender for one reason or another, and like I have such a random hodgepodge of skills in Blender. But honestly, like, and like you'll see, like sometimes it takes me a little bit to figure stuff out. Let's see, maybe if I want to subtly make this a little bit wider just so it peeks through. I mean, that's really wide. This wall really does not need to be wide at all. It's kind of not. It's pretty thin. Oh God. Okay. All right. I need to cut a hole in this door too. That's like that's really the weird part, but honestly, like that should be so easy. You know? Like that's why I made it thick. You know. So here's what we're gonna do. Actually, is we're just gonna make a copy of this door. Make it a little bit thicker. And then I always screw this up. Like I always like doorknob 1. Okay. I always do this the wrong way, but I'm pretty with the bool. But we definitely use a boolean. I always like get these like mixed up. So you want to use a boolean modifier, and then you want to do the difference between this and this, right? And then you make this one invisible, but it's still there. The wall is still there. Maybe you want union intersect. See, this is like I always screw this up. This, I'm trying to cut a hole using this door into the wall. There are other ways, which I think I'm about to do because honestly I don't want to spend like all this time doing this. This should be should be the easy way to do it, but unfortunately I always screw up how to do this, so we're just gonna do it a kind of stupid way, but that's fine. So I'm gonna just go into editor mode, subdivide, subdivide. We're gonna simply move some some vertices around. Yeah, I can move some vertices around. Yeah, I can move some. I mean, this is like, don't show this to anyone who's actually good at 3D modeling. This is like a disaster. Oh, am I like? No, this is really a disaster. Okay, let's be more intelligent about this at least. If we're gonna do it this way, let's at least try to be a little bit more classy about it. Actually, I kind of like the way I was doing it before. We just gotta keep those ones in the ground. So I'm just gonna line this up to match the door exact. It doesn't have to be exact, but pretty close. Okay. See, this is why I do like Blender, because like there's a million ways to do everything. And so like if you screw up one way, it just totally gives you everything. It even it gives you the vertices. Like when I'm 3D modeling in SolidWorks, maybe there's a way to do this. I'm not very good at SolidWorks and stuff, but obviously it's a completely different type of software. That goes without saying, but like I just realized I might be in some trouble here. But like I wish I could. Sometimes in SolidWorks, I wish I just grab the vertices, but it's obvious why they don't let you do that in SolidWorks. But okay, so I'm not gonna overthink this. I'm just gonna delete these faces. Oops. Okay, let's hide this door for now. I think we're good on it for now. Go back to object mode. I'd say the most confusing thing about Blender is probably just the modes. Like when you're first learning, learning that oops. See, there's like 3 layers of walls here too, which makes this a little bit more annoying. But that's just how Multiplex works. It's just kind of funny and stupid, but whatever. So we now have at least a hole here, and there's a couple other. This is another great Blender feature. Just select similar. So like you look at these 2 walls. I don't feel like scrolling all the way over to get the other one, so you can just select similar area, delete those faces, and then now we have a fresh plane. Select all the faces, just extrude it back to where it was, and now we have a door-shaped hole. That was good, that was good, that was good. Okay. Oh. This is bad workmanship, though. Bad workmanship. Honestly, it might be better. I might rather have it just clip into the door a little bit, because like who cares, right? This is gonna be like a 10-second animation. Like nobody's gonna be looking at like, or even then, like it looked fine. So it's okay if people look close to it. Okay. Here we go. There we go. What do they call that indoors? Like spalling or something? I don't know, but it's kind of funny. Like even in virtual doors, there's bad craftsmanship. All right, let's just do the edges. I should have been doing edges this whole time, but whatever. Or even vertices. Oops. Let's get this spalling right. I don't want it to be drafty in there. Okay. This is good. This is good. So, here's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna put another timeline up here, Loki. Oops, don't do that. I'm gonna add a new one. This is like an annoying thing about Blender too. I don't really like the way these menus work, where you have to like do this weird splicing stuff. Like I really just want another. I want to make a new window, but I always forget how to do that without like collapsing another one. Oh, see, I accidentally just did it, so that's good. Let's try, oh, okay. This is one part about Blender I'm not a huge fan of the way this works, but I think it is a bit of a skill issue, but still kind of annoying. Okay, there we see like that was what I was trying to do this whole time, but that time it worked, so that's good, I guess. So let's give myself 256 more frames to work with. Let's see where we're at here. Get out of this mode. It looks so bad, but that's fine. It's just getting started. So we're gonna want we're gonna want this to be way closer. Insert location or scale. I gotta be really careful how I do this. Because that doesn't look very good. But also, let me just do this right now. So, another really good thing about Blender is just like the animator is just so good. Like, there's so many good features. So like, I can just go into this graph editor, and I believe let me find the one. This is what I'm looking for. I want to look for this constraint right here. Offset. Here we go. This, right now, it's just a boring straight line. That's the problem. But luckily, it's so easy to just make it, let's make it quadratic. Oops. That's interpolation. That's not what I meant. Let's just do it here. I want to make this. How do I do that again? I just want to make this into a curve. I wish it was like Ableton just alt drag. There's such an easy way to do this. I'm just like, I'm blanking right now. Built-in function? Nah. There's a lot of good stuff in there though. Like all those are really cool. Let's see. I think this might be what I'm looking for. What's going on here? Oh, wait. If I just select this. Bro. I know it's so easy to do this. It's driving me crazy. Handle type. Where are my handles at? Kind of like alt drag or something. Command drag. Shift drag. Okay. See, this is why I need people to actually like watch the streams, because I know it's so easy. Someone would be in chat like, "Yo, just do this." Remind me how in Graph Editor do I select 2 points with existing keyframes and make it so the interpolation between them is quadratic instead of linear. It's like, it literally has to be this. Like, oh, wait a second. Oh, like that time it worked? That time it worked? Alright, whatever, that's fine. I really just want it to be like, maybe like the ease in, ease out, ease in and out. There we go. Something like that. Alright, let's push this way closer. Honestly, the graph editor is so, I'm sure every other animation software has it, but like I grew up with it in Blender and like it's just so sick. Like, you got everything you need right here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here it comes. Just when I was talking about how much I love Blender. Literally just when I was talking how much I love Blender. Bro. I don't know. I don't know how long it's been since I saved. I might have just completely cooked myself. Please tell me I've been. A lot of times I like reflexively save. Okay. That's not that bad. That's not bad. Is this like done, please? Okay, so I instinctively saved right here. That's good. So, where was I? I think we just mess around the graph editor and get something really good here, because this is pretty important. This is like the whole shot right here, how this camera moves. Okay. Tell me something good, baby. Tell me something good, shawty. Okay. Maybe I do want to do like a quadratic. See, I don't really get why it's not working now, but that's fine. That's because I selected all these. Huh. Ease out. Whoa, that changes everything. Oh, it's like changing the boundary conditions in the function. That's pretty cool. See, this looks kind of nice. Except it's spinning way too many times. This is low key. This is really close. This looks good. Except like it needs to stop right where this door is. The door is in kind of a bad spot. That's what's kind of funny about this whole thing. Is like this is pretty dope. This is pretty cool. It's coming together. It's coming together. So let me add this timeline back in. I just saved. I'm pretty sure like reflexively, so that's good. See, like, let me do this, bro. Let me get a timeline. Okay, I went the other way. At least they're easy to destroy. Okay. It's kind of funny. Like, I literally always put the timeline up because it's the only one that has the end frame. That's like the weirdest thing about Blender. Like, why can I not change the end frame in dope sheet mode? I don't know. It's fine though. I'm sure there's a reason. This needs to be like here before it really starts moving in. Oh, I can't do that on stream, bro. What am I doing? Okay. This is gonna look sick. So now this is kind of gonna be a whole new thing for this. So what for this shot? Because now I need it to slowly sort of go into the room. And also the door's gonna have to open up simultaneously. How does this look? Did I not even move it at all? Oh, dude, it's because I did location, not scale. I'm so stupid. Okay. So this is when it like stops. Let's get it like here first. See how that looks. Needs to be even faster than that. Whoops! I have like every point selected in the whole thing. What the heck? Alright, let's get the door swinging open first just so we have an idea of what we're actually trying to do here. Okay, so we got this door. I definitely want, like, as it's coming down, the door should be open. It really is like the fact that doors swinging open the same way that the camera's coming. I think I'll have to have it swing open the other way. It just makes way more sense. Like, why not, right? Is that like weird if I just like flip the door around? Is this how doors look in real life? I think it's fine. Let's just flip it around. Okay. Kind of looks weird to me, but I think that's just because I've stared at so many Mogulplex rooms for so many hours. But that's cool, right? Someone's gonna notice this. Someone's gonna be like, the Mogulplex door is facing the wrong way when you're in the rooms compared to the trailer. Okay. So we are gonna do the rotation here. Oh, let's set the object origin. Can we like do a 3D cursor here? Set the object origin there. Is this working? That's not right. It needs to be like right on the edge. Can I hide this for a second? So we're gonna set object origin here, so that rotates around the hinges. Set origin to 3D cursor. Okay, now we can simply insert the rotation. I want this thing to like, nah, I can't like swing up. Let's see, let's just see. So the camera's coming in. Around here, I definitely want to like start opening up. So let's do rotation. And then, what frame is this? 251. Oh, I'm picking like some weird values, but whatever. 251. Let's do it like 32 frames later, 283. Always multiple of twos, I'm telling you. Or like powers of two when you're... It's not like, I mean, it just helps me a lot because I had to sync it to music later. Okay. Let's see how this looks. Let's do it live. It's getting there. It has to open even sooner, and it needs to really fly into this room. You know what I mean? Like, I want the door to open faster too. Whoa! You see this? What happened there? Okay. The crazy thing about Blender is like it's all the same buttons in the timeline. So it's like if you want to scale, you can press scale. Okay, that's too soon. If you want to scale the keyframes, it's the same way as you scale other stuff. Okay, we're actually getting somewhere. This is gonna look pretty sick for the Mogulplex trailer. We're getting somewhere. I've been putting this off for a while, so this feels pretty good. Okay. And then like right as it comes through here, it's like Mogulplex.com. Right as you enter the room. You know what I mean? So now let's go to this circle. Does it have a keyframe here for some reason? Can we just delete these? And then it's just gonna keep on moving and moving and moving. Let's get it like here. See how this looks? Scale. It's way too much. Can I just like... Oh, CJ just got here. No way, I can't believe he got here so early. I'm gonna have to let him in. Oh wait, Tristan's here too. Yo, I'm streaming in here. Yo. Come in. You can come in if you want. I'm just saying I'm streaming. You gonna come in? I'm streaming. So.
You're looking at a 2200 ELO Grandmaster.
Yeah, right, bro. You don't even. You got no end game. He's got no. He just started playing chess 2 days ago. Thinks he knows chess. Got no end game. We're doing 3D animation stream. For the Mogulplex trailer. I spent the whole time sitting at this camera. Oh, what is that? Do you see that? You see how just.
The ring just come in.
Why is it? Well, the ring is where the camera follows the ring. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But look, why does it tilt? How did that happen, bro? Oh, wait. Or is it just getting smaller? Or wait, what the fuck? Why is it an oval, dude? I didn't even know that was possible. How did I turn it into an oval? I must have scaled it in only the X direction instead of both directions.
Yep, end stream. It's a wrap.
I might wrap up the stream, but honestly, like, this is good progress though. No, maybe the next 3D modeling stream will finish the trailer. I have some big plans, but hopefully you can see where I'm going with it.